This millionaire mindset helped me earn my first $1 million in just 3 years, from age 22 to 25. It didn't just change my life, it changed my entire family's future. I went from working as a construction laborer, to becoming financially free. And well, time free too. From someone who once worked as a helper on a construction site, to someone who no longer needed to trade time for money. If I had the chance to ask the president one question, I would ask, "Dear Mr. President, why didn't our education system, the one we spent more than a decade in, from childhood to adulthood, ever teach us the mindsets of success and wealth?" I used to work 10 hours a day. At 5 a.m. I helped out at a local restaurant. By 7:30 I was already on a construction site. Sometimes I'd work overtime until 10 p.m. When I got home I would crash into bed. Lying there under my blanket, I cried. I asked myself, I'm not lazy. I work twice as hard as others. I push myself every day. So why am I still poor? Why am I still stressed about money every month? Why am I still drowning in debt? And the most painful part, my parents lost 50 years of their lives simply because no one taught them this earlier, and I nearly followed the same path. Maybe you're just like I used to be, working hard every day but going nowhere. Then one day, I realized something that changed the way I saw money forever. It wasn't a hack. It wasn't a get-rich-quick trick. It was a shift in mindset. A millionaire mindset. The same one shared by Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, and Elon Musk. A mindset the wealthy have known for generations, but no one ever taught us. My old life. I grew up believing that hard work was the key to success. My dad was a construction worker. My mom worked at home as a seamstress. They raised livestock and worked 2 different jobs. They paid every bill, yet we were always short on money. I followed the same path, worked more, tried to save harder, spent less, but still, I couldn't get ahead. Then I realized a simple yet shocking truth. Hard work doesn't make you rich. The right mindset about money does. I read a quote that kept me awake all night. The rich don't trade time for money. They make money work for them. And suddenly, I realized I was selling my entire life just to earn wages. I started watching business motivation videos. I listened to podcasts, and for the first time, I understood. If I wanted to be rich, I had to change how I think. The one thing I understood, and it changed everything. Wealthy people focus on building assets, not just earning income. I used to believe money only came from working a job, but the truth is, real wealth comes from assets. The rich do 3 things. First, they stop trading time for money. That doesn't mean quitting your job immediately. You still need to survive. Back then, I stopped doing overtime. In the evenings, I used that time to read books, study self-growth, and learn about online business and how to make money on the internet. Second, they build or buy assets that generate income. Once I had the right mindset, I started earning money online. I didn't spend to please myself. Instead, I learned how to invest. I'll never forget my first $200. I used it to buy stock in Elon Musk's company. I had many options, but I chose that one because I admired him. Month after month, I kept buying. Third, they reinvest to create even more assets. For the first time in my life, I used money to make more money. I reinvested the dividends I earned from stocks to buy my first home with a low interest rate thanks to my FICO credit score of 789. The lesson I learned is actually pretty simple. Poor and middle-class people, well, they earn, spend, and then repeat the cycle over and over. But rich people, they earn, invest, and repeat. That's the mindset difference between lifelong employees and financially free entrepreneurs. According to CNBC, 80% of millionaires in America are self-made. They didn't inherit money. They built it. So remember this, you don't need to be born rich to become rich. You just need to think like the rich. 3 wealth mindsets that honestly changed my life. Let me share with you 3 mindsets from successful people like Jack Ma, Jeff Bezos, and Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. 1. Time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money. But time, once it's gone, never comes back. I stopped selling my time cheaply and started investing it in knowledge and self-development. That's what led me to financial freedom. 2. Assets are better than liabilities. I stopped buying things that looked rich and started building things that made me truly rich. Stocks, YouTube channels, digital products. Assets that generate passive income. 3. Money is a tool, not the goal. Money is what buys your freedom. Like Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So, let me tell you how I started from zero. Honestly, I didn't come from a wealthy family. I didn't have a high degree and, I had no one helping me. But I started with what I had. That meant selling old stuff online, learning affiliate marketing, and creating videos on YouTube about motivation and business. Every small dollar I made, I just kept reinvesting into the stock market and other passive income platforms. The first $100 per month in passive income, man, that felt like such a breakthrough. Then it became $1,000, then $10,000. And now, some months it reaches $50,000. All thanks to my online business system. Today I no longer work for money. Money works for me. I know someone who, with just one TikTok channel and a smart social media system, shared the mindset of the wealthy and turned a smartphone into a 7-figure yearly income. They didn't need capital, they just had the right mindset. So, dare to think differently and be the master of your own life. That's when I realized, entrepreneurship isn't about launching a big company. It's about daring to think differently. It's about daring to take ownership of your life. You can do it too, if you're thinking, that sounds great, but it's probably not for me. Then remember this. No one is born with a millionaire mindset. It's something you can learn through time and experience. I'm living proof. I went from backbreaking labor and drowning in debt to financial freedom, all through a mindset shift. I'm not telling you this to brag, I'm telling you, so you know. If I did it, you can too. I know how exhausting it is to work nonstop and still struggle. I know the fear of not knowing how you'll pay rent tomorrow. And if this video touched you, please, don't let it pass like just another inspirational clip. Share this video on your personal page. Maybe a friend, a sibling, or a coworker truly needs it to change their life. Because when you share, you don't just spread value, you give someone a chance to change their future. Start small, start imperfect, just start. Read books about the wealthy mindset. You can begin with the book Think and Grow Rich to change your thoughts and beliefs in your free time. Instead of watching movies or playing games, watch business motivation videos. Learn one new thing about personal finance, build a small source of income. And most importantly, it's all about making a shift from a make money mindset to an own assets mindset. The rich aren't rich because of luck. They're rich because they think differently. And honestly, the mindset of the rich is the very first asset you must build. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment. I'm ready. I really want to know. Where are you starting from? And in your opinion, what wrong mindset keeps most people from ever becoming wealthy? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone and I'll reply to you. And in the next video, I'll share how I built my first $1,000 in passive income without quitting my job, and how my online business system now brings in up to $50,000 a month. Don't leave yet. Watch the next video to learn how to build sustainable income from zero, and discover more insights on personal finance and everything I learned along the way. The link is at the end of the video, or in the description. Because once you change your mindset about money, you won't just change your finances, you'll change your entire life.